This episode of PromoAM is brought to you by Promo Corner. Want to support a sales campaign and reach a larger audience? Raise your brand awareness with content sponsorships. For more information, contact sales@promocorner.com.
Good morning and welcome to PromoAM. I'm your morning anchor, Amelia Model, and joining me is Jessica Onions. Hi, Jess.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Jessica is the art director, and now we can add blogger to her title here at Promo Corner.
It's very exciting, expand my reach.
You are going to have your own following, and you'll have fanboys, fangirls, just like Brandon does with his emceeing capabilities.
Yeah, everyone loves him.
So I mentioned that you're doing a blog now. So tell us just kind of as a brief overcap, what is your blog about? What do you talk about in yours?
Yeah, so Designer Patch, it is a culmination of graphic design, marketing tips. I'll be eventually getting into social media. So just tips and tricks to help make things a little easier.
Awesome. And I also am a huge fan and learned something. So I was going back through, it's been close to a year now that you've been writing it, a good 9 or 10 months.
Yeah, this month I think will be my 9th post.
Awesome. So 9 months, it's a full-born, it's your infant baby now. You're going to take it and grow with it, and you're adding to it. You're doing social media. So that's awesome. Yeah. So I went back into a couple of articles, and there were a few that kind of spoke to me. And I think a lot of people are probably teetering on this too, with everybody wearing multiple hats and doing a lot of things on their own. So the recent additions were about DIY marketing and copyright infringements. And I feel like those kind of can go hand in hand if you're doing DIY marketing, designing your own, and maybe doing those infringements. So in the DIY marketing blog, you talked about iMovie and Canva. I'm not really familiar with Canva. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, Canva is a website and an app, and I actually have it. So,
oh,
sorry, my ring light just got in the shot. So what it is, it offers a variety of templates for social media, video, presentations, and print creations. And there's 2 versions here, the free version and the pro version, which obviously pay for it, you get more.
Right.
So it's exactly what it is, DIY marketing.
Awesome. So it does, can you design like logos? Can you design backdrops? A little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything. I wouldn't suggest logos per se, because they're very, it's a very trend oriented platform. And your logo, you want to be more lifelong and not just trendy, because trends, they go so fast. So I would say stick to it with social media, so you can have eye-catching graphics on social, opposed to your logo that you want to be timeless.
Gotcha. You don't want to wait 20 years for your logo to come back in style, like we've all seen the mom.
Right.
So we want it to stay classy and timeless regardless, not something that 20 years from now be like, oh, hey, that's so retro, it's cool again. Got it.
Exactly.
So besides that, which is a good one, what, if people are using these apps, what's the biggest no-no, or the thing you see people doing that, makes you get a little cringy, that you're like, oh God, please stop, don't do that?
I would say just not editing them enough. It does give you the capability to change the typeface, change colors. So you want it to fit a little more to your brand standards. So just make it a little less obvious that it's a cookie cutter template piece and a little more custom.
Gotcha. Yeah, very, very important to stand out. And there's nothing worse than when another company comes out and their logo is so similar and you're like, really? Did you research a little bit? Like, it's going to confuse a lot of people, not just irritate you, but also confuse your customer. So okay, so with programs like Canva, they're building or reuse simple imagery. And I like good imagery. I know you are a huge fan of lifestyle imagery, like real pictures, how you're doing it. But there can be a bit of a repercussion if you're just going out and you're like, oh, I love that. And you grab that and use that. So can you talk to us a little bit about what happens when you're just grabbing images and where you should go to find images that are actually available for use without you, getting a lawsuit sent your way?
Yeah, so if you just grab any old image, they are protected. The artist owns the rights to their own work. So you want to look for things that are more, they're free use or under the Creative Commons law, which even that is broken down into various levels. There's ones that are completely free under Creative Commons where you don't have to give credit to the artist. There's ones where you can use it for free, but you have to give credit. Some have rights where you can use it for personal work, but you can't use it for a business project. It would be commercial usage. So just go to Google, search free image sites. There's a ton out there. There's Unsplash, there's Pexels. They're two of the most popular ones. And then just find the license page on the website and read it to see if you have to give attributions or what stipulations they have on their images. But what you should never do is just go to Google Images and download whatever you find there. A tiny workaround that is you click on Tools, Usage Rights, and then go to Creative Commons license, and that'll filter out images that they give you the right to use. However, the owner of that image, if it's on their own personal site, they can change the usage right to that. So you're a little SOL if they come after you. But if you use a website like Unsplash or Pexels, you kind of have like your receipts of your download that you got it from this site that says you can use it. And they're not really that expensive either if you'd rather be extra safe and go that route.
It's probably less expensive than what you would pay in damages if you get a lawsuit just for the consulting hour of the attorney.
Exactly. Spend a little now, save a lot later.
Yes. It's like drinking and driving. It's always worth it to pay for a taxi to go back to your car the next day or an Uber than it is to have a DUI under your belt. So,
yeah.
Any last words of wisdom for people that are doing design or content or, that maybe have to pick up some of this, especially I'm thinking now with distributors that they are, probably doing more things. Maybe they've streamlined. Any other quick tips or trips that you would recommend? Maybe just following you in your designer patch to learn more?
Yeah, follow my blog on Promo Corner's website, or you can find a lot of tutorials on YouTube to help you with your design basics, because it may sound silly, but there are foundations and structures and rhyme and reason to why we do certain things. People might think it's just slap a picture and some words on a page and voila, but there are some guidelines. So just do a little due diligence, look up some help to guide you so you have a good structured flyer, social graphic, or what have you.
Awesome. And if they don't want to do all that work, they can reach out to us at sales@promocorner.com and we can help them with some design. And Jess, again, as our art director, is our lead designer. So she does amazing work.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jess. Thank you for your time. It was nice talking to you as always. If anybody has any questions, just reach out to sales@Promo Corner and I can redirect those to Jessica. She'll be happy to answer those questions for you. All right, that's going to do it for us today. This is Amelia Model from PromoAM wishing you a happy PM. Bye. You did it, Jess. You nailed it. Woo.